I'm looking down.
I mean, that's just like the entire stream every time, right? We just
Just
we
me
just want.
looking down. And the top of my head is not that appealing. Not as charismatic as my lovely face.
It's true. It's true.
Blink, blink, blink.
So yeah, we're back with our character creation corner. You guys know me. If you're here, I assume you know me. I'm just gonna go with that. But Ellie, would you like to say who you are, where we can find you?
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm Pleasure Nerd everywhere. If there's a Pleasure Nerd on whatever platform you're on, hit me. Um, I am an artist. I do currently quite a lot of marker for illustrations, and my forte is portraiture. So please don't hit me up for pet portraits. Um, so yeah,
Amazing. That was a great introduction.
yeah.
Artemis.
Unless your pet looks a lot like a human, like
Well,
go off.
they could, they might. Artemis. Not your first time on this channel,
Uh,
but on this stream.
yeah, I'm Artemis. I'm the content coordinator and social media manager over at the Voctaire, and about 80 other things throughout the week. It changes every day.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of live there now.
Also, for whatever reason, on my end, your video's frozen, but it's totally fine. Everything's fine. You'll just be
It's not
looking.
for me, so
Yeah, well, you'll just be looking to my right the whole time. It's totally fine.
you're
Anyway,
looking at the chat.
That night that
That's what
Affy
you're
got
doing.
stuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the time that I got stuck, but you're making a much better face than I was, so be
Yep.
be
And
happy
that was
about
very
that.
funny.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Anyway, so we are going to be talking about character creation, which is, the whole point of the stream. And today we're going to be talking about Mutant Crawl Classics. So let me do the thing. We'll look at some character sheets for some level 0 characters. So Ellie, I don't know how familiar you are with the system. It's basically like old school D&D, but it's not D&D. Therefore, we're not breaking our rules of not doing D&D for this whole year. But it's basically like Mad Max-ish with more radiation. You have a couple of different options, and I'll let you have your input. And Artemis, you can also kind of say which you would prefer. There's 4 different things you can choose from because we're making level 0 characters. Because in this, you're meant to be a little bit more squishy. You're probably going to die pretty frequently. So our options are a pure strain human. So you have like no mutations, but they've got, other benefits. You've got your generic mutant. You've got your manimal, which is like a human animal hybrid, and the plantient, which is basically what it sounds like. It's a human plant hybrid. So, what are we thinking?
I've been playing a lot of Mario, so I was thinking plant to be the chompy. I don't know the Mario verse things for plant names, but Venus flytrap.
Piranha plant.
The chompy guy.
Yes. Yeah, the cow plant.
Okay, yeah, we can do plantient. Ellie, do you have dice handy, or are we going to make Artemis do all the work?
Nope. I've got no, I haven't got a roller up. I was getting a roller, and then haha.
That's okay.
Bag full of dice right here.
It's okay. We'll make Artemis do all of our work today. So, kind of how it works. It's similar. It's similar to D&D in rolling your stats. Similar stats. They're slightly differently worded, probably so that Wizards doesn't sue, I assume. Wow, why did it mess this up so bad? Hold on. It messed up my layout.
Just because you're really special, Rick.
Yeah, it messed up my layout.
It's like, you know what? We're going to make Rick so happy by giving a lovely green square.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because I had it all set up and then it just decided, fuck you.
I thought that was deliberate. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
It's an aesthetic choice. Yeah.
Yeah, to
Anyway.
have things all squished up on the side.
Yep. That's my style. Anyway, yeah. Now that that's fixed, I was not aware. So yeah, we'll roll some stats. So Artemis, if you want to start rolling your 3d6, one thing that, at least the way I've always seen it done, that you do with this is when you're making a D&D character, you roll your 3 or 4d6, and you can assign them for MCC and DCC. They just put them in order, like whichever you roll first is where it goes.
Just roll top down.
Yeah, so you can make a character that's really, really useless, but that's part of the appeal.
So that would be me in character form.
Potentially.
What's that? You get overwhelmed by noise in an office and you have an office job?
Oh, the first one is an 11.
Okay. Hopefully this Plantian is meeting some strength.
Right. An 8.
Decent, I guess.
That's a little bit better. That's a 10.
Okay, yeah, not bad.
Not bad for like a base character.
Right. Especially, this is a level 0.
Another 10.
Off to a good start.
That's a 12.
Oh. Especially good because it's just 3d6, so we're not like dropping the lowest or anything.
And an 8.
Honestly, possibly one of the best level 0 characters I've ever seen.
I definitely did not roll that well on any of my characters when I started. Like, I think Nika had like a 6 and an 8, and then like I think there was a 7 in there, maybe an 11 when I first rolled her up.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that my first MCC character did not have any positive ability modifiers whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which is totally overrated. Like, why would you want to be good at anything?
You know what? That's the ethos I work on.
I mean, just be bad and you'll be fine.
Strive from there.
Artemis, if you would roll us a D30, one thing about both of these, the Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics, is they use some slightly different dice. I don't know entirely why they do that. I think it's just to make it spicy. But D30 is one of the DCC/MCC dice that gets used a decent amount.
24.
So. All right, so we are rolling for birth sign. So that is, your birth sign is the CPU, which gives initiative.
Computer processor unit, yep.
Yeah. So you're a plant with, computer parts or something. Which totally tracks.
Buzz.
I mean, why not in a post-apocalyptic world?
Exactly. And then, let's see, how many starting equipment do we roll for? Roll
What would I want automated? I would want to automatically be watered, I think.
Well, I mean, since you aren't like stuck, you can move around. I think you can automatically water yourself.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like what would benefit me as a plant. Which would be if I was like a sun worshipping plant, it would be to cut down all of the things that are taller than me.
That's valid. Artemis, if you would roll 2 D100s, we'll get your starting equipment.
All right.
Excellent.
First one is 61.
61. That is a leather rucksack.
Nice. Second one, 80.
80. As a magic sticky rock, a lodestone. So you got a magnet. So, if you make a really cool drawing, you could put it up on your fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just, science. You get to blame everything on your magnet that you don't understand.
Let's see. That's mutants. We want plantians.
And then I think also if I were a plant, I'd want to eradicate all of my neighbors. I would want all the soil for myself to germinate and overtake the world with me.
That's fair. That's fair. If you would roll a d30, we'll get your plantient subtype.
27.
I mean,
Ooh, you're a moss. And then if you would roll me a d3, we will see what kind of moss.
I thought you were going to be like bramble, and I was like, motherfuckers.
I'm sure that's probably on here somewhere.
1.
I am trying to get rid of a bunch.
You are a generic green moss.
Awful.
Just
green moss?
regular old green moss. Yep. Let's see.
What are the other variants possible?
For mosses, there's also liverwort or hornwort, which I've never heard of. Let's see.
I only know generic green moss. I'm sure the moss would be very unhappy at being called generic, but...
Well, they get used to it, I'm sure. So you can either choose to be, for your archaic alignment, either Clan of the Cog, or because you're a plantant, you could be a member of the Atomic Equinox.
The atomic what?
Equinox?
Equinox. Okay, that was close to what I heard. I heard Ewoks.
Those are basically the exact same thing.
Yeah. Equinox, Ewoks, potato.
Yeah.
Although I've never met anyone who calls it a potato.
I think I would do the Atomic Equinox, because why not? That sounds fun.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about it, to be honest. So,
the characters that we have going on Wednesday nights are Clan of the Cog.
Yeah, that's kind of the base starting one.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah. Whenever I played, we were all Children of the Glow. So, good times. Super radioactive.
And these are like cults that you're part of.
No, they're just tribes.
Yeah. But,
okay.
But really, it's kind of like a cult, in a way.
Like the Brotherhood of Steel and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Basically the exact same, but
so cults.
less bad, maybe, in theory. Possibly. Yeah, so
depends on how charismatic the leader is.
That's true. So according to what we've got here, that's basically it. Like the rest of it, the base speed, the melee attack, all that kind of stuff kind of just is stuff that you can port over from the numbers that you've got. Yeah, this was way faster than I even thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quick, but holy shit.
With mutations, how does that work in this game? Do you get to pick, or is it randomized? Or
it's pretty randomized.
Usually random.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so it's not something where you can try and build an archetype like you can with D&D.
You can try
flavor it, and you can try and aim to get to where you want to be with your character.
Oh, you can definitely try.
Hot luck.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck. But one cool thing, I can't remember if it happens at every level, but I know when you get to level 1, because you start at level 0, and you have to go through like your rite of passage. which is what they call a funnel. Typically, you would have like several character sheets. Let me scroll back up and
Yep.
I'll.
We started
There's-
with 4,
Yeah, that's
and then
you can
whichever one
see-
survived to the end, that's who you were.
exactly. You can see that they've got 4 in 1. That like if you printed this off, it would all be on the same thing. Because with a funnel, yeah, you're supposed to have like several people. You're each running several different characters, and they're expected to die. You might have more than one that lives, maybe if you get really lucky.
So it's more of a meat grinder game than you play the hero.
Well,
At
until
first.
you hit level 1, because you literally start at level 0.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
once you get that first level character, that's when your mutations kick in. So you roll all of your mutations at level 1, and then kind of go from there and hope that whatever you've created survives.
Can you give me an example of the mutations? Sorry to. I hope we don't
that's
take
okay.
up too much of your time, Artemis. I'm just curious because I've did all the preparation because I had no idea what we were doing today.
Because I totally didn't tell you like 2 seconds before stream for the first time.
I didn't realize what we were doing until Rick made the promotion.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
like you do.
on me. But really, it depends.
My
It depends a
Wednesday
lot.
nights. Yeah, my character on Wednesday night, she has the ability to, like, if she can get a hold of another creature, she can basically just like suction cup to them and steal their abilities. So she's like Rogue from
Oh, that's fun.
yeah. So like I get to temporarily steal their abilities. So she's basically like Rogue.
Yeah.
And
And see
I can also like mind control them if I can touch them. I can mind control them and make them like do what I want them to for a certain number of rounds.
So as long as you're touching them, they will do what you want them to do. So you have to like follow them with your finger on their neck or
pretty
something.
much, yeah.
And see the in-person MCC game that I ran a while back, whenever they reached level
doesn't
1,
count. Can't
Yeah.
like hock a loogie on them and hope that mind controls
yeah,
them.
that's a little bit
No.
different. The
Okay,
in-person
sorry.
game that I ran a while back, when they reached level 1, one of my players ended up with like hair that was organic metal, and they were also segmented like a worm.
Mm.
So like it's some of it is totally just for flavor, some of it is actually useful, some of it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, like
How many of them in front of you just to sort of tell a few of the, because these sound like fun.
Let me see.
Like just if you have like a selection of like 5 or something, it sounds really interesting.
Oh, here we go. So on the mutant table, why don't we just keep it random? Artemis, if you would roll me, let's go 3 d30s. Yeah, we'll just go through each one. Yeah, we'll go through each one as you roll it.
I always want to do the Homestar Runner hold music whenever there's like a break.
24, 19, and 6.
All right, so 24 is feet. So roll me a d6.
So that you end up with like 6 feet.
6.
6. You have no feet. They are replaced with cilia clumps. So you just have like little wiggly things instead of feet. You said 19 for the second one?
Yep.
All right,
When
that's
you say
hair.
wiggly things, like octopusy type things, or like
I'm trying to think of like
tentacles is what my brain went.
I can picture it because like cilia are
I feel
kind
like
of
I
similar.
need a dictionary.
Yeah, I feel like I could be wrong on this. I think cilia might be the things that are like in your intestines, and they're just like little like nodules almost.
They're like wiggly. They kind of look like tentacles, but not really.
They're like if stumpy worms were just like barely poking out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a fungi, is it? Wait.
We'll go
like
with
little
that. We'll
stumpy kind of, yeah.
But like there's a whole bunch of them. So for hair, if you would roll me another d6.
One.
Your hair is larger than normal, so you have like 80s hair.
So
Fair.
we are in fact.
Oh wait,
Agnes,
sorry,
Nick.
that was head. Hair one is
Oh.
stands on end, so you have like permanently static shock hair.
Sticky up your hair.
Yeah. What was the last one?
6.
6. Another 1d6, please. That is your skin texture.
4.
4. Your skin is rocky. So I mean, this is the mutant table, so this isn't like necessarily your plantient, but I like the idea of you being like this rocky person with just moss growing on you.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, so those are some examples.
You're basically a troll. Like,
Kind of, yeah.
I've been reading a lot of Terry Pratchett, so that's my reference for
So,
fantasy right now.
For example, 1 through 5 is skin color. The next group is skin texture, eyes, mouth, head, hair, hands, feet, body,
Realize
form.
that the chat can't see this, but this is my character for Mutant Crawl Classics.
Aww.
She's got
I
little
love the
moth.
little moth feelers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like your, second or third character at least?
My second.
Yeah, you guys have gone through quite a few. Especially because Sophia killed you all.
Yes. This is another one. It was like a mosquito.
Ooh. Is that the one where you have to touch people with your
No.
Muscus?
No. I do all of the art for our Wednesday game. And that was one of the enemies we had to fight.
And speaking of MCC and Wednesday games, I'm going to be on this coming week playing my potato. I'm going to be a potato.
You're going to be an arrowroot. There's a difference.
Listen, you told me potato. Therefore, I am potato.
You look like a potato, sort of. But...
Thanks.
Potato.
Potato, arrowroot.
Tomato. We'll say it the correct way.
Yeah. So anyway, that's character creation. It's pretty quick, pretty straightforward for this, especially for level 0, because you're not like supposed to be strong or good at stuff.
Yeah. There
But
is
just
an option for
it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like our characters, they got wiped out. We had a TPK because our storyteller gave one of our guests like an ability that sort of just blew everybody up.
It was Sophia. I'm going to call her out again.
We had to start over again. And we started at level 1, so we re-rolled all of our stats and stuff, and some of us got some pretty cool mutations. Like Ryan's character has like 6 arms and legs, and he's a bear. So Appy's character is basically Groot.
Solid.
Cedar's character is like a Venus flytrap.
Perfection.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a very meat grindery game.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Very Darkest Dungeons. You don't get attached to the characters; they will die.
I mean, it depends on who you are as a person, but yeah, you probably shouldn't get attached to them.
Yeah. Then one of them will attack the other because they're super stressed, and then they'll have a fucking heart attack. And not that I'm annoyed at Darkest Dungeons at all for killing off all of my best characters.
That's fair.
No, I'm not bitter. No, not at all. Definitely not when an ally stabs your favorite character and then stresses them out and they die from a heart attack and not even from being killed properly.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like a great time.
Yeah. I'm really selling Darkest Dungeons.
Totally. Absolutely selling it. All right. Well,
yeah.
I mean, this was kind of a short one, but it was pretty quick and straightforward. And definitely go check out Mutant Crawl Classics, Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's not sponsored, but it's Goodman Games. Go check them out. Anyway, yeah. So Thanks for coming, guys.